Have you ever pondered the ageless wisdom that older people possess, fashioned by the accumulation of decades of experience and different experiences? Imagine you are conversing with someone who has experienced over a century of history, from the roaring 20s to the digital era. They tell the stories of their lives, full of victories and trials, and provide insights that can change your perspective. Recently, I had the opportunity to talk to a few people in their 80s, and each of them was bubbling with life lessons that they had observed throughout their lives. They discussed the significance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle, the necessity of maintaining relationships, and the importance of discovering joy in the simplest of things. Their counsel is sentimental and immensely pertinent since it teaches us how to navigate our lives purposefully. Maintain your attention to the end of this movie to uncover these invaluable lessons and learn how to incorporate them into your path to enrich it. Our elders have taught us the most critical lesson: maintaining healthy relationships. Many of the older citizens I talked to underlined that the relationships they had developed throughout their lives were among the most significant sources of happiness and support for them. According to the account of an older guy, the foundation of his emotional well-being was the long-lasting friendship he shared with his boyhood pal. According to studies, solid social ties can considerably improve mental and physical health. The findings of these studies support this. For instance, research conducted by the Harvard Study of Adult Development demonstrates that individuals who have close relationships are associated with higher levels of happiness and better health than those who are isolated. This illustrates how important it is to make an effort to cultivate and sustain relationships throughout our entire lives. Let's go on to our second lesson, which is that health is riches. This mantra was repeated by many of the older adults to whom they related their experiences. One woman who could keep her health intact until she was 90 attributes her longevity to consistent physical activity and a well-balanced diet. The World Health Organization asserts that a healthy lifestyle can enhance one's quality of life and reduce the risk of developing chronic diseases. Research has demonstrated that those who participate in physical exercise and consume a well-balanced diet have decreased incidences of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and obesity. It is a living monument to the benefits of taking care of oneself that the older individuals who offered their health suggestions presented those tips. A further important lesson that can be learned from older people is financial savvy. There are a lot of older people who have experienced the ups and downs of the economy and have learned how to manage their funds responsibly. A senior citizen related his story of retiring in luxury by living a frugal lifestyle and saving money via strenuous efforts. The National Endowment for Financial Education found that older persons who carefully arrange their finances will likely have more financial stability later. This recommendation was made in a report that the organization published. The purpose of this lesson is to emphasize the significance of financial planning and saving for the future, which is a behavior that can protect one from the effects of economic uncertainty or instability. A lesson on accepting change is the topic of our fourth lesson. As a result of the rapid speed of technological innovation, many older adults have been forced to adjust to new technologies later in their lives. When asked how to connect with her grandchildren, an older woman mentioned that she had learned to utilize social media and smartphones. The Pew Research Center conducted a study demonstrating that technology adoption among older persons has dramatically increased, enhancing their capacity to remain engaged and informed. This flexibility is vital because of the study's findings. It is possible to open oneself to new experiences and opportunities by welcoming change rather than fighting against it. A valuable lesson that may be learned from older people is forgiveness. On multiple occasions, individuals shared their experiences of finding peace and healing by letting go of old grievances and forgiving others. One elderly guy shared how his perspective on life was altered due to his efforts to reconcile with members of his family who had been divorced. This is supported by research in psychology, which demonstrates that forgiveness can significantly lower stress levels, improve mental health, and promote overall well-being. In this way, it serves as a reminder that harboring resentment can be harmful, whereas forgiving someone can result in emotional freedom and healthier relationships. Finding one's purpose is another crucial lesson our elders have taught us. For many older adults, having a sense of purpose was the most critical factor in maintaining their motivation and engagement into their later years. As an illustration, one woman discovered that helping and mentoring younger generations gave her fulfillment. The findings of a study conducted by the University of Michigan indicate that having a sense of purpose is linked to improved health outcomes and increased levels of life satisfaction among individuals. The significance of locating and engaging in pursuits that bring about a sense of fulfillment and meaning is emphasized throughout this learning experience. Older adults have an excellent affinity for putting in a lot of effort. Several seniors related anecdotes from their early professional lives, highlighting the importance of hard work and tenacity in their rise to prominence. According to the story of an old guy, he worked tirelessly throughout his youth to establish a prosperous business, and he attributes his accomplishments to his unwavering commitment to hard labor. According to data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics at the United States Department of Labor, individuals with solid work ethics typically attain better achievement and job satisfaction. This lesson emphasizes the significance of putting much effort and attention into accomplishing one's objectives. One of the lessons that many older people stress is the importance of cherishing moments spent with family. One of the common themes in their narratives is the significance of family get-togethers and the formation of memories that will last a lifetime. In her conversation, an older woman expressed how much she values spending time with her children and grandkids during the holiday celebrations. A study by the American Psychological Association found that strong family relationships contribute to emotional well-being and support. This lesson emphasizes the significance of spending quality time with loved ones and generating meaningful experiences in your relationship. Gaining wisdom from one's past errors is a vital lesson that older people may teach. Several seniors discussed how their mistakes and losses taught them valuable lessons and molded their personalities. One senior man talked about how a business failure he experienced when he was younger offered him valuable lessons that he later used to contribute to his success. Resilience and personal development can be fostered through the process of learning from one's mistakes, according to research conducted at the University of Pennsylvania. One of the most essential takeaways from this lesson is the significance of viewing errors as chances for growth and development. Being generous is a lesson that profoundly resonates with older people. Several older citizens shared that their lives were enriched by giving back to their communities and assisting others. During her talk, an older woman described how her volunteer work at a local charity offered her great happiness and satisfaction. According to a study by the Charities Aid Foundation, charity and volunteering are linked to enhanced levels of pleasure and well-being. This lesson emphasizes the beneficial effects of doing good for other people and cultivating a feeling of community. Many older adults have learned the importance of patience from their experiences. One senior citizen related his experience of improving his life results by practicing patience and waiting for the appropriate moments. According to research published in the Journal of Applied Psychology, patience can increase the quality of decisions and decrease stress levels. The objective of this lesson is to emphasize the need to retain composure and wait for the appropriate time to make judgments rather than making hasty choices. The importance of keeping a cheerful attitude is a lesson that senior citizens routinely impart. A significant number of senior citizens discussed how optimism assisted them in overcoming the difficulties that they encountered in life. One older woman talked about triumphing over hardship by maintaining a happy attitude even when challenged. A cheerful attitude has been shown to promote both mental and physical health, which ultimately leads to improved overall well-being, according to research conducted by the Mayo Clinic. The power of positivism and its impact on overcoming the challenges that life presents are highlighted in this lesson. Another thing that we may learn from our elders is the importance of simple living. Several older adults discussed how simplifying their lives provided them with increased levels of satisfaction. It was expressed by an older guy who adopted a minimalist lifestyle, enabling him to concentrate on essential things. Simplicity and minimalism are associated with lower levels of stress and higher levels of contentment, according to research conducted by the National Institute on Aging. The advantages of simplifying one's life and concentrating on its most important areas are brought to light in this lesson. One of the lessons that many older people have learned is how to deal with the experience of loss. Several senior citizens discussed how the experience of loss had influenced their perceptions and assisted them in developing resilience. An older woman shared her knowledge of how the death of loved ones instilled in her the importance of savoring the time she has left. According to research by the American Psychological Association, individual development and a deeper appreciation for life can be achieved by processing grief and loss. The necessity of coping with sadness and finding resilience in the face of adversity is emphasized throughout this session. An important lesson that resonates with older people is the need for effective communication. Several senior citizens discussed how open and honest communication improved their relationships and interactions. An older guy related his experience developing his communication skills via regular practice, which helped him strengthen his relationships with his family and friends. Research published in the Journal of Communication has demonstrated that efficient communication is essential for developing healthy relationships and resolving conflicts. This lesson emphasizes listening to others and expressing oneself clearly and concisely. Many older people place a high importance on the lesson of community involvement. Several older adults shared their experiences of participation in their communities, giving them a sense of purpose and belonging. In her conversation, an older woman described how her involvement improved her life in community activities and organizations. Research conducted by the Corporation for National and Community Service has demonstrated that participation in community activities is linked to improved mental health and overall well-being. The advantages of contributing to one's community and remaining connected to it are brought to light in this lecture. Older people have learned the need to balance their professional and personal lives. Many older citizens mentioned how they achieved overall pleasure by balancing their personal and work lives. Even though he was working, one elderly guy described how he managed to find time for his interests and relaxation. According to research by the American Psychological Association, maintaining a healthy work-life balance can effectively lower stress levels and improve overall quality of life. The significance of appropriately balancing one's work and leisure time is emphasized throughout this session. There are a lot of senior people who value the lessons that they learned about the joy of hobbies. Several senior citizens revealed that pursuing their hobbies and interests offered them happiness and a sense of accomplishment. One older woman described how gardening and painting had contributed to the enrichment of her life. According to research conducted by the National Endowment for the Arts, a sense of success and an improvement in mental health are two benefits that can be gained from participating in creative activities. The significance of identifying and cultivating one's interests is brought to light by this lecture. In conclusion, the life lessons these individuals in their 80s must teach provide essential insights into living a meaningful and complete life. These lessons offer suggestions that can improve our journeys, from the importance of emphasizing the value of relationships and health to the extent of embracing simplicity and patience. We can manage life with a more profound sense of wisdom and appreciation by applying these timeless pieces of guidance. Please accept our gratitude for your presence here today, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more stuff that will enlighten you.